Welcome. I would like to show you around on the admin dashboard just to make it more understandable. Let me enter the admin password here to get to the dashboard. So this is the administrator dashboard where you can register your items and you can view your report. You have some table views, your expenses, customers. You can also have some queries here, and you can do some setups of some settings here. Let's try and see today's transaction. I'm not printing. I'm just gonna close that. So the report shows you the sales transactions by item. This black pen, these are the transactions under this item, the reference number of the transaction, the person who sold. It says admin dash sales rep. So this is the administrator that who made the sale, and the sale with the sales representative, and you have the time of the transaction. Here you have, okay, on top here you have in short how many were bought, on which date. There isn't any missing or faulty so far, and you have the profit. Unit price is $2. This is the barcode of the item, and the quantity left is here 996. So we sold 4. Yes, so we sold 4 items for $8, no discount made. So this is the layout of the items, and at the end of the report you have a summary. There was no cash float in the morning at the opening of the business, so we've sold altogether $18 and we've made $9 profit. There was an expense, a transport cost of $1, so we have a $8 left out of our profit. So that's how today's transactions look. We didn't make lay-by transactions, so you can go through your report and see you can see the information on your report. The stock resume will show you the current stock status, all the items, the cost of those items, and what we expect as our selling, according to our selling prices, and the profit that which we expect. So I've already gone through the other video to show how to register an item. Cash float, this is for opening business. What is a cash float? You can enter that. Users, you have your users. You can reset their password or their names if you have a new hired sales representatives. You can enter their names also, and separated by this semicolon. it mustn't be empty. Please leave it as is if you don't have any. Your tax, we've already gone through this. Also stock reconciliation, you will reconcile the stock here, especially for broken or faulty items. Let's say an item gets broken within the store, you can later on say to the system whether the item is lost or it can be put back in stock, whether if it's been fixed. So yes, on top here you have the items that are within the store that are either faulty or stolen, and they will be registered in the system by anybody that can do it. Even the simple user can do it, and then the administrator will do the reconciliation. And here at the bottom is items that are returned by customers either in good or faulty status. So you can reconcile whether they are back in the stock or not. Can just that is it. That is the stock reconciliation. You can do your order here by supplier. You have some table views of your items and transactions, expenses, customers. You can empty tables, but only the administrator can do this with the administrator password, because if you click on it, you need to enter the password before you can do that, and it is a very dangerous action. So I wouldn't advise you to do that, but rather just to save different copies. Maybe after a year or so you can back up your database and start with a brand new database, like the first copy which you received. This is where you can modify your contact. The barcodes, we will go through that. So here we will go through the barcodes later in a video. Your invoicing here, you have to set it if you want every time a question to be asked whether it needs to be printed or not. You can leave it on C. Yes means it's just gonna print without asking any question, and no for N, so the invoices will not be printed. Lay-by, you're authorizing lay-by, yes. You can just select your receipt size according to your printer, and admin supervisor password for returns, yes. So if there's a return, do you want the administrator to authorize it, or can it just be done without authorization, yes or no? Sales cancellation, during a sale, would you like administrator or supervisor to enter their password to authorize a cancellation, yes or no? And a discount also. So that's it basically. Go through your guidelines to understand also, but it's pretty simple. You can print out, you can save a copy of the report in some format, and then you can print them later if you want. So that's it basically, and thank you very much for watching.